getting himself in trouble.
This is of Dan Kaplis, a serious law firm for serious cases.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, realcbdthatworks.com. Don't forget, realcbdthatworks.com. That's for pet products, for cosmetics with CBD in it, for inflammation, it's wonderful, or for pain and anxiety, and it's great for travel. The CBD is a wonderful product, and realcbdthatworks.com. Follow-up. Kimberly, I'm not sure what this follow-up is. Which one is it? Let me look for your name here, Kimberly. What's going on?
Well, this is about Paul Sweets. I was trying to...
Oh, yeah, Sweet.
Remember she sold him the car, and then the car got sold to...
It sucks. He's a scumbag, and I want to know, have you heard from him?
No, I have a feeling that everything he gave me for information, his business card, everything was false, except maybe his first name.
Did you ever sign the title for that other guy?
No, and that's another of the things I would like to run by is...
Go ahead. What are you inclined to do about the guy that bought the car from this Sweet? Paul Sweet. His name is probably, what is it again, Suze? It's not Sweet. You said it was something else.
I think it's Swatala, but...
And I don't know why I don't have... I thought, oh, yeah, I do have that written down. Swatala. Paul Switala, and his Sweets Concrete. He's a line-cheating ripoff. And anyway, make a long story short, he bartered to do some concrete ceiling with this woman, just ripped her off, got a beautiful car worth about $4,000 or $5,000, and some sap bought it from him, and now needs to get Kimberly to help get it registered to sign it properly, the title. So what are you going to do about that, Kimberly?
Well, I filed suit before checking out all his data to see if I could get him served. If you can't get him served, you don't have a case. That's what I was told.
Well, that's true. You got to get him served. And you don't have any idea where this guy, he doesn't have an address or anything?
The address that you looked up, you said you saw a dark truck parked in the driveway?
Yeah.
That might be his. Other than that, the
one... Well, then why don't you hire... Hold on. Then why don't you hire a process server?
Yeah, I've been looking into that.
It's not a lot of money.
I think if you can find the address that you saw the black truck at, we can reverse.
Suze, didn't we have that? Didn't we have his address?
Tom, there was an address. It's not a real address. It's not an address that exists.
Wait a minute. We did look at a house.
But it wasn't it's not the right house number.
Oh.
He gave her fake info.
Oh.
I mean, I like double, triple checked for her the address she gave me. Now, I know she gave you the address and then you saw a dark blue truck or something. I don't know where you got that from, but the address she gave me on Ceylon
let me try it
or
again.
something.
I'll try it one more time.
Try it again.
Give me that address, Kimberly. What is it?
I think it's 2236 East Ceylon with a C as in cat, E-Y-L-O-N Way.
Wait, East what?
Ceylon, C-E-Y-L-O-N
Oh, that's
Way.
right. C-E-Y-L-O-N,
But
right.
when you look it up, Tom, that house number doesn't come up.
Hold on. Well, okay, but it is with me. So what am I not getting right?
I'm going to come in and look.
Come here. It's 2236 South Ceylon Way. I mean, I'm seeing it right here, but what am I doing wrong, Suze? Look. Is that the address you just give us, right?
No, there's no house.
No, it is. It's over here. I'll show you. It was right over here.
It comes up, but there's...
Okay, I'm sorry. I thought that it came up, and it was right... Wait, not there. Nope. It wasn't there. Okay, I thought... Hold on, let me try it again. There. You're saying it's just an area, not a... Oh, it's the intersect. It's like it doesn't exist. Oh. You know, she's right in that what we got here is it's weird. It's an intersection. Okay, but what I saw the other day was somebody parked Yeah, she's right. He gave you something that literally is in the middle of an intersection. It doesn't exist. This guy, man, this guy's a scumbag. What are you going to do about signing that title for that other schmuck that bought it from him?
Well, let me back up a minute. So he gave me a business card with Sweet Concrete and Paving LLC on it, and I looked up the registered agent, who was Jesse Sweetala.
Right.
And I don't know if it's his real name or not, but it's impossible to get a phone number to call them to even see if there is a Jesse Sweetala.
I don't think he would. I mean, that's probably his name. He would have no reason not to file with the Secretary of State, or maybe he would. But is that the address he gave at the Secretary of State?
The address is 98 Wadsworth Boulevard, Unit 127.
Oh, wait.
In Lakewood.
Wait a minute. So that's another one you got? 98?
That's off the SOS
what
registration.
Is that? 98 South
I gotta
Wadsworth?
look again.
Is it South Wadsworth?
I don't know, Tom. Hang on.
No, she was just telling me.
I think it's north because they didn't put an N there.
Okay.
98 Wadsworth.
Yeah, that's north then. Wadsworth Boulevard in Lakewood, right?
Yeah, Arapahoe County. No, Jeff County.
Okay, I see that. Hold on, let's look at it. And let's see what that is. Okay, that is a shopping center. I think it's a mail drop.
Yeah.
God, this guy.
I mean, she really got screwed.
Well, yeah, she should have done some of this checking before she gave him a car.
Yeah, I looked up the Secretary of State, and I thought, okay, that's a legitimate business.
Yeah, but you didn't do that before you traded, did you?
I did, but nothing else. I should have probably tried.
Wait, you actually did check the... And I'm wondering, there's a mail drop there, I'm sure.
Should have got his driver's license.
That's another thing I tell people to do. Look at people's driver's license. Look at them.
Yes.
And make them show you the driver's license. Kimberly, we'll keep trying to find them. But, hey, Steve, I got to take a quick break. Can you hold? Steve,
you betcha.
What is this about?
I ordered some ammunition, and then I did start doing some research, and found a lot of guys were having trouble with they say 7 to 10 days shipping, and then they have squib rounds.
All right, hang on, and we'll come right back to you. Let's see what we can find out.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Our American Stories podcast.
Pretty easy driving throughout the Denver metro as we hit that early afternoon. I-25 north and southbound showing highway speeds into and out of downtown. I-70 east and westbound, no complaints from the foothills to DIA and back again. Speaking of DIA, for folks leaving the airport this afternoon, Pena Boulevard southbound, a recent accident has been cleared between 56th and Tower Road. However, we're still seeing slow traffic for drivers around the area. Fox 31, pinpoint weather, mostly sunny skies this afternoon with a high of 91 degrees, overnight low of 59, partly cloudy skies tomorrow. The current temperature in Denver is 87. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
The Pony Express is known worldwide, but its story is not. It was part of a larger company and only lasted 18 months, which was sort of the plan all along. Be sure to catch this week's edition of Our American Stories on the iHeartRadio app, on Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Get your beautiful concrete coatings at GarageMagic.com. All employees, no subs, guaranteed for life up and down the Front Range. 720-600-HOME. 720-600-HOME. GarageMagic.com. And you can get them on your garage floors, patio, pool decks, and more. GarageMagic.com. Hey, if you want a line of credit that lasts 30 years on your home, why would you want that? Because a line of credit carries simple interest. And on this line of credit, you get to choose how to pay your home. If you're only going to be there a few years, you can pay interest only, keep your payments really low. Let's say you change your mind, you want to stay, you can put a lump sum down on your principal, $1,000, $5,000, $10,000. Then say you need the money back, you can borrow it back. In fact, that's why I call it liquid. You can borrow it up and pay it down, borrow it up and pay it down. It's liquid. And you only pay the interest for the outstanding balance. You don't pay it all up front. That's affordable interest mortgages. They're the ones that do it, and they give you the liquid loan. You will love this loan. Find out more, either purchasing a home or refinancing a first line of credit, and every dime you keep in the bank, guess what? It counts against your average daily balance, so you pay even less interest. You control it all. 720-895-0500. 720-895-0500.
During this interruption, let's talk about disruption.
I don't know how all these fucking people get worked up about the Apple
I know.
Watch. Jesus Christ, what a fucking waste of time. First of all, I hate watches, so I'm not a good one.
An oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Freon treats PPI, cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions. Freon begins treatment of fibrosis polyneuropathy and rare bowel disorders. Other bacteria with a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of their bowel wall. If you're allergic to pork or if you have gout, any problems or worsening of painful swollen joints. Common factors of any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Freon as directed by your doctor and only with food, and not too possible or depends on mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, blood and cough. These are not always effective Freon. Freon is the #1 prescribed PPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Freon PPI. Visit freoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's freoninfo.com. I'm Peter Harris for Cranberry Cereal with amazing almond flour. Just one bowl of cranberry every morning can help you reach your health goals, whatever they may be. At Cranberry, we call those bowl bowls. Every single bowl of cranberry contains less sugar than other cereals and more of what's like plant-based fiber, whole grain, antioxidants, and of course, flavor. Cranberry is great for diabetes, pre-diabetes, and other health-related issues. So grab a box of cranberry with amazing onyx sorghum and king filters today, and keep your bowl on track.
Listen to us on your radio, on your desktop, and on your smart device. Denver's talk station is available everywhere, in your car, at work, and wherever you go. All you need is our free iHeartRadio app. Just say, play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio.
Hi, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here.
303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Don't forget, insurance checkups can save you trouble. For example, if you're underinsured, they'll let you know, or if you're paying too much for your coverage, they'll let you know. And you only get it free from Compass Insurance Group, a complete analysis 303-996-9000. 303-996-9000. Let's talk to Steve. Steve went and he's trying to order ammunition, having trouble. Steve, what's the name of the place where you're ordering ammunition?
It's called Mountain City Supply, and they're down in Castle Rock.
Oh, they're right in Castle Rock. Did you go down there, or did you do it online?
No, I did it online. I got a sale ad in my email, and they said they were having a flash sale. This was 9/7/22, and it was a pretty good price. And then it was.
When did you order?
You know, if you spent. I ordered 9/7/22 at 11. Let's just say 11. And I'll tell you, at 11:03, they had it, you know, on my credit card account. So they immediately take your money. But that's not the rub I have with them. It's probably my fault.
Wait. You're saying September of 2022?
Yeah.
A few days ago, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and right away they'll charge your card.
Okay, no, I get it, but that's not unlike a lot of places online. So I'm trying to figure out the problem. They said you would get it before this?
Well, no, let me tell you.
All
so
right.
I looked on site. It says in stock, and it says 7 to 10 business days. But as soon as you click on and you buy it, then you get an email that says, "Oh, it'll be 3 to 4 weeks."
Oh.
So that made me suspicious. So then I started investigating them, and there are so many bad reviews. There's unsafe ammo, a lot of squibs. That's where the bullet leaves the shell but doesn't leave the barrel. And if you chamber another round right behind it, it could blow up in your hand. You could get hurt.
So wait, so you had there are actually reviews saying that they sell bad stuff?
Oh yeah, a lot of guys say, you know, he's looking at 2 of his handguns with bulged barrels because of misfires or squib rounds. That's what they call a squib round.
Well, did you order by credit card?
I did.
Well, that's good news. Hold on. I mean, we can get this done for you. And I hope you had tried contesting it. We'll talk about it coming up. I want to warn others about this company as well. If you're looking for a safe, conservative investment, become it.
That's pretty simple.
I'm going to look them up. Mountain City. I don't see it. Ammunition. Ammunition. Mountain City Supply. Okay, that's what it is. Mountain City Supply. Yeah, Mountain City Supply. Got it. Okay. They don't have bad reviews. A squib load in it. Oh wait, no, there are a lot of bad ones here. Holy crap, there's a lot of bad reviews.
Hey Tom, you have your AirDrop board? I wanted you to see these pictures.
Of what?
Adeline time this photographer did some of these kind of weird and creepy Halloween photos. You got to see them. I airdropped them so you could see them on your laptop if possible.
Oh, laptop.
They're kind of, well, I
yeah,
airdropped
yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah.
Just check them out. They're kind of creepy but kind of cool.
Oh, I got to get out of this first. Okay, here I go. Accept. Save to download.
Yeah, you'll like, I mean, I like them, but they're weird. They're like all apocalyptic. So a couple of them were with Ethan, and then a couple of them with some women that she goes to law school with.
Has Ethan been up there, by the way?
Yeah, he goes up there.
How's she handling her first month in law school? She overwhelmed?
Good. She's doing good. It's a lot of work. I
Yep.
think weekends are tough for her because it's a little lonely up there, and she's on top of it. Isn't that cool? I just think they're kind of creepy.
They're really creepy. Look at that.
Look at her.
Oh, yeah. It's like, that's scary shit.
You'll have, there she is over here. You'll have to show Steph.
Whose idea was this?
It's some photographer up there. I don't know how she got connected or anything. I think those are
Is
wild.
that him?
That's Ethan and Ad.
Was he up there visiting?
I guess so. And so, yeah, I was just like, wow.
Is he going to college or doing anything?
Okay, so he's graduated from college, and guess who he's training with?
Who?
Power Home Remodeling.
And what did he take in college?
Business management. So, but it sounds like he's training to do sales for Power Home. They're one of the ones that is getting eaten up with Champion and everything else. But he had to do all these tests and stuff, make sure. Anyway, he likes it.
Exactly.
So that's what he's working on.
Man, this guy's got bad reviews.
Oh, he does?
Mountain City Supply. There is no obligation to comply or incriminate someone else. If the photo radar shows it's not you, then that case needs to be dismissed.
Okay.
Now, to me, geez, no contempt. Now that surprises the shit out of me. That surprises me.
So if the case is dismissed, you never go to court. So there's no, if you're not in court, there can't be contempt. It's
No, well,
what he's saying is it needs to be dismissed, and once it's dismissed, then you can't go to court. So there can't be any contempt.
right. Is he saying, no, there's no obligation to comply or incriminate? If the photo radar shows, then the case... Oh, in other words, it won't go to court, he's saying.
Right. Yeah, if it's dismissed.
Oh, yeah, because who would they have the hearing for? Not you.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So it never gets to court.
You don't have that woman's number that called with the speeding ticket, do you? Oh, I see. Because who would you take to court? You don't have an inquiry like a grand jury.
Right.
That queen made one hell of an impression on people.
Well, I mean, it was 70 years. That's a hell of a long time to be a monarch. She went through 15 prime ministers, and every so she was coronated in 1956. So every president for the past, so it was 56 would be Eisenhower, Nixon.
Oh, there were 23 presidents or some bullshit.
Well, probably.
No, she met with a lot of, 13 or 14, more than were in office. She met with some before she was in office, before she was queen.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She met with ones before that. So when they gave the number, it was more than the ones that were there.
Well, it would have to be from 50.
When she was a princess, she meant.
Well, 50. Yeah, so probably World War. So B. Roosevelt would
like
be.
When I was born, Eisenhower, right? 53.
Yeah.
So Eisenhower, because I remember as a kid, I don't know why, but I remember Eisenhower and Nixon.
Right, and then Kennedy.
Was
so
Nixon vice president at one
yeah.
time? Okay.
He was Eisenhower's vice president.
Sign up for our newsletter email now at khow.com/newsletter. Breaking news, weather, sports, and more from our community. That's khow.com/newsletter.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, I'm Tom Martino. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's get right to the phones. I want to tell you that this hour brought to you by Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. For free market analysis of your home, free and complete, though. He'll go through your home, the current market, interest rates, and what your house will sell for, what he would list it for, what he thinks your prospects are for buying another. Whatever you need, he'll do. Complimentary, no obligation to list. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Steve, I went online to Yelp. Man, does this Mountain City Supply have terrible reviews. Too bad you didn't look at them before you bought, right? You spent some money with them.
No
how much did they ding your card?
Let's see, $427.75.
Okay, it looks like
$400 you got free shipping.
It looks like, according to these reviews, there's crap loads, and sometimes you don't even get what you paid for. So why not just contest it on your credit card?
Well, I did, and here was my question to you, really. On their website, and it says, all orders are final. And can a company really do that? 'Cause
Yeah, they
I
can.
sent them an email.
You're sure they can, but hold on, that doesn't matter. That you're not doing it because you changed your mind. You're doing it because it's fraud.
Yes.
So you just tell your credit card company it's fraud, that these people are fraudulent and they don't deliver.
Yeah, I did that, and I already got a letter from the credit card company saying it was credited back. But I was just more curious about if you read through those Yelp ads or comments, a lot of times it says, well, the email they sent me, they said, I'm sorry, I'm not able to cancel your order as per our agreement. So,
no, I get that. Canceling an order, they can have, you asked me a question, I'll give you the answer. Yes, you can have a non-cancelable agreement. Yes, you can have all sales are final. But that doesn't mean that if you do a non-cancelable agreement and they breach it by not delivering, then or that you have reason to believe it's going to be fraudulent, then you can cancel it because you're canceling a fraudulent agreement. The next one is, what if they don't deliver it at all? Then they're in breach of the agreement. So the answer is, yes, you can have a non-cancelable agreement, but it has to be an agreement. And what is the agreement? And they have to admit to it and deliver it. Here's the other thing. One guy said it was after I did a credit dispute that they finally delivered the items. But here's the deal. You don't want them to deliver it because some of these loads could be dangerous.
Yeah, even the new stuff. I just don't want to take a chance. There's plenty of other places, and I've had good luck with them.
But be ready for this. This company could give your credit card company reason to put it back on your card if they say, look, we're delivering it, it's non-cancelable, blah, blah, blah. But that's why you need to be pretty strong about the fraud. Sometimes when I know somebody's a fraud, I'll just say, look, my card's been compromised and I get a new card. I'm telling you got to be really careful because some credit card companies are not going to be friendly to you. They want the charge to go through. Remember, that's their business, letting the charge go through. Kimberly. Oh no, I'm sorry. Well, why is Kimberly still on?
I thought you were going back to her. No.
Oh wait. What was I? No.
You looked at the mailbox address.
Yeah, we tried to.
And maybe I misunderstood.
No, I tried to find him, and we can't. I mean, that's really, and unless we find him, what we're going to have to depend on are people listening to this show that have come across this lying, cheating scumbag and will drop a dime on him. And his name is Sweet Tala, or Sweet Concrete. I mean, really, Kimberly just fell for some Paul Sweet or Sweet Tala. If anyone has come across him, he's a piece of crap. 303-713-TALK. Margaret, what's going on with you, Margaret?
Hi, Tom. I just need to have everybody's idea of a good taxi company because I cannot deal with these other guys.
You don't like Uber?
I can't get. I just don't even want to go into it with you. I just cannot get through to them.
How about Lyft? I've had.
Wait, hold on.
I already tried Lyft. I can't put in my address, they'll keep it right.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You will not use rideshare, is what you're saying.
No, I don't care. I'll take any. I don't care if I share a ride with somebody.
No, that's what they're called, the apps, rideshare. You don't like Uber or Lyft, is that right?
I can't get through to them. I've got something wrong, and
Can you tell me? No, but can you tell me what's wrong? I'm just curious.
Yeah. Well, number one, I don't do it on my computer. I just do it on my phone.
Yeah, that's what I do.
And I've got a password problem. I cannot get the password anymore. So, I mean, it's just they won't even talk to me. You can't talk to a living soul.
No, but you can reset your password. Did you try?
I can't because I don't know what it is.
No,
and
I understand.
tell them lost, and that it's just.
And when you say, hold on, when you say,
they want these identifying numbers, and I can't get them. I can't get them.
So you tried resetting
your.
You tried resetting.
I have tried everything. This is like the third time I've gone around with them.
Yeah, but you don't talk to anyone.
I just need the name of a good cab company.
Okay, any one of them is good because they're licensed by the PUC. So any. Like Yellow Cab, how about that?
You think they'd be reliable and would come to get me?
Well, of course I do. Of course I do.
Okay,
no,
that's
seriously.
All I needed to know.
But hold on, Margaret.
Yeah.
I'm afraid though. I just hit here on mine. Reset password, and it's easy. It's easy. I don't understand. Did you hit the reset password link on your phone?
I don't know my password. I have to hit
You're
the
not listening,
password.
Margaret. It's resetting your password.
Yeah, I hear you say that. Well, maybe I'll try that before I call the cab company.
If you do that, there's a way to say you forgot your password.
I did that, but then they send me this funny number on the phone.
That's
and
right.
I don't get it.
It's a number they send you to make sure it's you.
Yeah, I never get it.
The Uber code. Hold on, I'm doing it right now. So you're saying when they tell you they're sending you a code, you don't get it.
Yeah. Correct.
Do you get other text messages on your phone?
I don't. Yeah, I can't flip back and forth to the text and then back to their.
That's what it is, Margaret.
Yeah.
You just need some help with that. And by the way, that's okay. I mean, I understand. I understand what you're saying now. I do, but it's easy to switch back and forth. Well, it is for you. I understand that completely.
Yes.
Yeah, but maybe you need someone.
I'm going to try Yellow Cab. You think any old
Yeah, but I would
cab
hate.
Will do,
Here's what I hate. You're paying so much more money than with rideshare. So.
I don't know. My friend does the ride share all the time, and it's gotten pretty expensive, Tom.
Oh, really? So I don't know. I do not like cabs.
She's paying $50 or $60 to come in from North Denver.
Where do you need to take rideshare, by the way? I mean, a taxi.
The airport.
Oh, to the airport?
Yes.
It's going to be. Are you in Central Denver area?
I'm in South Denver.
It's going to be about $70.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Rideshare isn't that different. Trust me.
No, it's not. It's a little cheaper.
Yeah, but it'll be worth it because I can just get it set up and relax.
You're right.
Now.
You're right.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry you're having so much trouble, but yeah, there are. Look, she's not the only one. I've had Doc. You wouldn't believe how many people avoid technology.
I know it's scary if you're a little bit older and you haven't grown up with it. Although I just looked, you can delete your account and then just start a new account. There's a delete account, so you get rid of your old account and you just sign up for a new one. That way you have a new password.
Yeah, but they're still going to send her a code to verify her number. They are. And if she doesn't put in that verification code, it's never going to work. And she can't switch back and forth. That's too bad. Anyway, 303-713-8255.
Michael Brown here for Integrity Health Advisors. It's that time of year when you see all the commercials claiming to offer you all sorts of things if you'll call them about your Medicare when annual enrollment starts on October 1. Well, don't wait for your notice. Call now, especially if you want to make changes or you haven't reviewed your plan in years. Find out what plans might best suit your needs from a local agency that actually cares about you. Call Integrity Health Advisors today. 720-288-0863. That's 720-288-0863.
You know, the 30-year line of credit that I talk about, there's a reason I talk about it. It's an incredible product. If you're looking for a refi or to buy a house, consider theliquidloan.com. It is a 30-year line of credit, and it's just like a mortgage except, well, it's just like a mortgage in that you buy your house with it or refi, but it's unlike a mortgage in that you get to pick how to pay it off. You can pay principal all at once or a little at a time or not at all if you're only going to be there a few years. Pay interest only. You decide. And what's really great about this is that it is a way to save money. Also, a way to have a line of credit. So if you pay it down and you want a lower mortgage, you can always borrow it back if you need it. You get to do it, and you're in full control. Affordable interest mortgage. You get theliquidloan.com. 720-895-0500. 720-895-0500. John Fuller is an accident lawyer here on the show. We use him for his expertise on what makes a good case, how do you collect on a case, what mistakes do people commonly make in a case, and if you are ever in business, ever, if you have a problem and you need in an accident and you need advice, I want you to call John Fuller and have him evaluate it. Now, you may call around, that's fine, but make him one of the calls, and you'll notice the difference. He's smaller by design. He will give you legal advice. He will help evaluate your case, and you'll notice the difference. If you decide to use John, it's on a contingency fee basis. He only collects a small percentage of what he collects for you, and you get his personal cell number and personalized attention. John Fuller, you can find him at referralist.com or myaccidentlawyer.co. myaccidentlawyer.co.
So many people have...
When is the Fed meeting?
We've had other issues with Sam, the concrete man.
When is the Fed meeting? It's going to be this week. They're going to raise it another 75
Didn't
points.
they already do it to 6?
I think they're planning to this week.
I thought they did already.
No, I think this week they're planning to.
Okay, so that's not true then, when people told me they did it.
I think, let me just check. No, it says stocks dipped slightly ahead of Federal Reserve.
It's 6.82% right now.
Is it really?
Yeah, right now. A 30-year fix. FHA is 6.4.
Well, they're going to do another one this week.
Oh, my God.
Meeting on Wednesday.
Now, wouldn't you think the president...
The Fed will either raise rates by 3/4 of a point...
Or drop them?
Yeah.
They'll never drop them. They'll leave them the same.
Right. Or will hike them by a full percentage point.
They'll either raise them or do what?
Either go by a full point or 3/4.
But no matter what, they're going up.
But it says here, the Fed will either raise rates by 3/4 of a point to 3%, or it will hike them for an unprecedented 1 full percentage point to 3.25.
Well, that's fucking stupid, because the rate's right. You couldn't get a loan for that if you tried.
No, but that may be the prime rate.
Yeah. Okay. That's a whole different ballgame.
Right. But the prime rate is what sets it for banks.
Of course, but the prime... We're really, yeah. Today's prime rate is 3.9.
Is it really?
No. Hold on. No, 5.5. Prime rate right now is 5.5. Bank of America newsroom, 5.5. That's what I'm seeing. According to the Wall Street Journal, 5.5, the prime rate.
Well, I wonder what they're talking about.
There's never been more than a 2% gap between prime and regular, right? Or 3?
It's usually 2%. I know that's what LIBOR usually does. Well, I had the best deal with my house in Cherry Hills Village.
630 KHAL, an iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Garage Magic for your garage floors, your sidewalks, your patios, your pool decks, guaranteed for life, garagemagic.com. And all employees, no subs, polyaspartic coating, 720-600-HOME. It's good for problem concrete, too. They can cover up imperfections, seal cracks, 720-600-HOME. And speaking of concrete, let's talk to Joseph. And by the way, we have lines open after Joseph. You can get right in at 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255 while we're here, or call 303-MARTINO 24/7. Joseph, how can we help you, sir? What's happening?
Hey, Tom. Thanks for the call. I want to tell you real quickly, you were right on COVID from day one. And I just wanted to compliment you on how smart you were.
Well, Joseph, I appreciate that.
Please don't do that.
Hold on. What I said in the very beginning, very beginning, seriously, was that you really need to target protection where it's needed. Targeted protection, targeted, isolation, but not mass isolation. We talked about it, and we talked about boosting our immune system so we could have a lesser response, a better response to it and all that. But thanks, Joseph. A lot of people, were pissed at me. They were pissed at me. They wanted to think the worst. And by the way, it was a serious disease for some, and we all knew that. And, the Great Barrington Declaration signed by doctors, they back in the day also said the same exact thing, and they were right. And in fact, almost everything the government did, including Trump's government and Biden's government, was wrong. And almost everything that the FDA did and the CDC was wrong. And just one quick thing, Joseph, I'll let you go, I promise. Speaking about the FDA, now listen to this. If anyone ever saw that show, that docudrama called Dope Sick, it is pretty damn accurate, I'm told. And it shows where the FDA was on the take from the Sackler family and this drug company called Purdue, and how they were letting Sacklers do the disclaimers and clinical studies and everything in favor of opiates, especially OxyContin. And when you see the corruption that existed, why then are we now trusting them with everything else? I don't understand. We used to distrust the FDA and Big Pharma, and now it's like people have completely flipped and are in love with Big Pharma and are in love with the FDA. But anyway, let's talk about your concrete problem, sir. What's happening?
Tom, real quick, I hired Sam the concrete man.
How long ago?
They were hired in April. They performed the work August.
Doggone it. I hope they're still not advertising when you saw them that they were on our referral list. Not that that matters. We want to help you anyway. But these jerks, man, have been giving us a headache. We kicked them off a while ago, but I don't know what's going on with them, Joseph. What did they do right or wrong with you?
And by the way, yes, I hired them when they were on your referral list. By the time they did the work, they were not on the referral list.
Damn it. I'm sorry about that. Okay, what did they do wrong?
I have been told by Curtis at Proform Concrete they did a nice job on laying the concrete. My disappointment is in the stamping. The stamping work. Curtis came out to my home on his dime within 2 days of requesting.
Who's Curtis?
Proform's on our referral list, Tom.
Oh, someone on our referral list?
Yeah, the nice people. Been around for a long time.
Good. Okay, good.
Yes. He says that the stamping is not good. He would not accept it if it was his crew, and he believes I didn't get my value on the stamping. And that's exactly where it lies right now.
All right, how does the stamping look? Does it hardly look stamped?
It's stamped. I did finally send over some pictures.
Do I have them, Suze?
I didn't see them. Let me double check.
Okay, and so it looks stamped but not very good. What's wrong with it?
I don't know how you describe the edges of the stamp. They are all sloppy. They're not clean cut. In a lot of areas, the stamp doesn't extend as far as it should go.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to look at these pictures while you're talking. She just emailed
Tom, for interest in time, I just forwarded you the string, so scroll down to the bottom.
Okay, we'll find it. Keep going, though. And so does Sam the Concrete Man, which, by the way, is the name of a company, not a person,
yes.
Are they doing anything for you on this?
To give Todd credit, Todd says you've spoken to him all the time.
Yes.
Todd came out to my home. He's been very responsive.
Okay, good.
Todd and Gil both, they're not ghosting me. Todd came out to my home, and to be fair, he said, this is a perfect job. He said, I wouldn't change anything about this. He offered on his dime to put another coat of sealant on it. He didn't think the sealant was applied properly. But I gave him the time. He came to my home, and right now we agree to disagree on the actual stamping that was done on my front patio and my back patio, 20 by 40 and about
what
50.
Would it take, though, to improve it? Unfortunately, would it take being completely redone?
I don't know. That would have to be an expert opinion. Maybe if you or Mark came to my home, or if you
Well,
spoke
it
with
wouldn't be
Curtis.
me, but I'll tell you, LEM Landscape. Where are you, by the way?
Westminster.
We have an expert, LEM Landscape and Concrete, that they told us they would come out and inspect anyone's concrete if they had a question. Suze, I didn't get it yet, but I should get it soon. Oh, yeah, here it is right now.
But does he inspect stamped concrete? Because Curtis with Proform said the concrete is great. So does Bob with LEM do stamped
I don't
concrete?
know. You know what? The concrete is solid. I can see it. On the stamping, what I see are minor, these hairline cracks I don't like. What are they from?
They cracked within a couple of weeks, and again, to give Sam the Concrete Man credit, they came out and they patched them. I'm happier with those, but it's all the little edges. They're not clean cut. Some of them have flakes. Some of them have fractures.
No, I see that. And unfortunately, sometimes that's the way it comes out. I mean, I'm not making excuses for him, but I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it is kind of sloppy, but I wonder why that pattern. I see where it's chipped. A lot of people like that look. A lot of people don't want it perfect. It looks too fake. But I see what you're saying. I don't know if I'd accept it. I don't know. But to redo it, like, can they saw or file, I don't know, for lack of a better word, Can they file those joints?
I have been told no. Well, what else was I going to say about this? The point I brought up to Todd was that I said, here's your website. Your website has pictures of
Okay, got it. Yeah, got it. So is he willing to do anything, or is he saying it's perfect?
His exact words is, this is a perfect job. He offered to reseal. He's not offering to do anything else as far as what my disappointment is. So we left very cordial and respectfully, and I said, I want you to know I'm going to talk to Tom on the radio.
I'd like to get someone to look at it. Now, Suze, let's just have LEM look and see what they think. He's already had an expert go out, and the expert said that the concrete's fine, but the stamping's not. But where does that leave us? In order to do the redo the stamping, I wonder, can they do a lift and restamp, or do they have to do the whole thing? I don't know. That's where we have to figure this out. So hang on, Joseph, and we'll try to get someone to look at that. That's the least we can do.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino now. Dan Kaplis today at 4, 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
Couple things in your way this afternoon. We do have an accident eastbound I-76 just after 104th. The left lane is blocked there, and slow speeds as you make your way up to that. And stop-and-go action southbound Pena between Tower Road and 56 due to an earlier wreck that's been cleared. Other than that, looks pretty good out there. I-25 moving at posted speeds both north and southbound from Thornton Parkway all the way into the Tech Center, and no issues on I-225 across Aurora either. Your Fox 31 pinpoint weather, sunny today, high near 90, mostly clear tonight, 60 for the low. Tomorrow pretty much the same as today. Wednesday, a good chance of rain and cooling down to 65. Right now, it's 87. With your Impact Traffic and weather, Katie Mitchell, 630 KHOW.
Summer days getting shorter and business to-do lists getting longer? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one hiring solution makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates, all in one place. Sponsor your first job and get hiring today by visiting Indeed.com/credit.
K&H Home Solutions has great products. They have, of course, windows, siding, doors, and more. And right now, incredible savings. Let me just go over those Provia doors. They're beautiful. They are 20-gauge steel, not the flimsy 26-gauge most of these doors are made of. You want Provia doors. You also want Everlast siding, a lifetime of durability, a complete palette of colors and beautiful wood textures. And that's really the best. I say the best because I love it. And that is truly just, I don't know, you don't do better than that. And you can literally soak it in water, for God's sakes. And Everlast siding is what I would have in my home. And then soft light windows are beautiful. And you can also get fiberglass replacement windows. And here's what I love the best, 30% off all of that. 30% across the board, 303-421-7100, khwindows.com. If you're looking for retirement, what you really want to look for is income, right? There's a plan called Become the Banker, and it's really for those people, well, actually all income levels, but it's for those who want to start small and get bigger, or if you're big already, that's fine. But you can start with as little as a couple $100 a month to build a cash value that grows tax-free. They can show you how to do it at becomethebanker.org. It grows tax-free, so it grows quickly. And then later on in life, you can borrow from it instead of using credit cards and then pay yourself back on purpose with extra interest so your account grows bigger. The idea is to keep it for retirement, for tax-free income. Becomethebanker.org.
Grainberry, Grainberry.
Every morning to help you reach your health goals, whatever they may be. How do you keep my family healthy and possible?
can't stand this bullshit.
What?
This. Why was Russell Wilson booed?
Oh, because he was terrible. He was like 6 for 20 in the first half. He was terrible. There was no rhythm to the game. He was not throwing good passes. He was just looked like a sub average quarterback. He did not look good at all.
You think he's going to get any better?
Yeah, I do. I think that he will. I think it takes time to get your, I think the fact they didn't play in any of the preseason games is showing a little bit, and I think that their offense is, the offensive line really wasn't giving him a lot of time. He just didn't look polished.
Then 5 miles west to the tree farm.
Hey, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. And Deputy Doc, do you have any more follow-ups? We have
not
anything?
At the moment.
All right, now, here's the thing. Suze, we have this woman who called with Deputy, I don't know if Deputy Smarty Pants is around, but he's been emailing me on this. This woman had a lease to a purchase deal going, right? And this lease to purchase thing, she said the house is giving her nothing but trouble. And she lists day by day. I mean, this is like extraordinary. And she's trying to demand that the people, the landlords, fix the place. Okay? She keeps daily records, the 12th, the 13th of our. Okay, like back in May, a garage door didn't work, okay? And there was a leak in the laundry room. And then the management says certain lights don't work. And then the county inspector shows up and says that they were never signed off on the furnace. And then she has a problem with different companies for venting the water heater. I'm just skimming this. I can't possibly read it live. Then they had an electrical issue. Then they had the trash issue. Well, that's not this is with the landlord, but not with the house permanent. And then, of course, they had more electrical problems. They have some sewer problems and backup problems. The oven and stove had a gas leak. And then, okay, so listen to this. I mean, it goes on and on and on. I swear to you, there has to be 10,000 words.
Tom,
now,
with those lease-to-buys, aren't there pre-inspections like when you buy a home?
But here's the point. it's not a purchase. It's a lease to purchase, which means, guess what? If you had a situation like this, Deputy Smarty Pants is trying to tell her.
Why would you want to buy this
then
property?
Don't buy. Exactly. Her power is not to buy.
Just
but
walk away.
She thinks her power is to make them fix it. But that's not her power. Her power is not to buy. Then she says pipes were problems. And then, there is so much work being done on this house from day one. Doesn't that tell you, do not buy? Don't buy.
And with all the
In
problems.
other words, she thinks she has reason to make them fix it. She doesn't. You don't. She doesn't have a contract that says they have to fix that before she
no,
buys.
but she can break the lease for inhabitability, right?
No, I don't even know. Well, that's even a whole separate issue. You mean constructive eviction? Could be. But Deputy Smarty Pants is on the line. Deputy Smarty Pants. This woman, I feel bad for her. but listen, did you explain to her she doesn't have a guaranteed purchase agreement that the house is going to be perfect? It's like any house you go to buy. If you find problems with houses you want to buy, you don't buy them. She thinks because she's renting it with an option to buy, they must fix everything she finds.
Yes. The email I sent you was before I had a chance to speak with her as to what exactly she wants. So she does not want to use constructive eviction. She wants her lease is up in a year. She just wants them to fix everything that she listed, which is, like you said.
Well, they can if they want. They don't have to.
No, they don't have to.
But does she think? Oh, here's what I want to know, Smarty Pants. Does she think they have to?
Well, she thinks so because she's renting, and it's a management company involved now, and so she's treating it as if she's renting like an apartment complex. So, normally they fix major things, and she said there is a contract that the major things they have to fix. So, little things.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. The contracts.
Well, she says her contract says. I didn't read it.
Here's what she told me in the beginning. She says it outlines which areas they must maintain. Absolutely. Okay. In other words, she can't be told to fix the sewer line because that's their purview. But it doesn't mean that they have to fix it to her content, because at some point, if they say they're responsible for this, this, and this, and they don't do this, this, and this, what are your remedies? One, constructive eviction. If you have an option to buy, what's the other option? Don't buy it. People don't realize this. There is no specific performance. You're not going to get out there with a whip and a chain and make them do it. You can't do it. The breach.
I told her,
with a breach of contract, you have damages. What damages? Okay, if she had to move early or something, I guess she could try in a perfect world to get damages for moving. I doubt she'll get them. Or buying it, especially buying it. People turn down houses every single day for things that are wrong with them that the seller refuses to fix. So, Marty, at the risk of sounding harsh, we can't help her.
Well, yeah, I said, listen, if this was me, I'm not buying the place. You're just asking for problems.
But she thinks, no, I can make them fix it for me.
Well, listen, I'm doing my job.
Okay.
I contacted the property management and the owner through email, letting them respond, and just waiting for their responses. They're out of town. Both of them are not there till tomorrow. So I just have to wait and see what they have to say. But if you read the laundry list, she might be a little asking for too much. Let's put it that way.
She positively is.
Yeah.
I'm
putting it nicely, Tom.
I shouldn't say she's asking for too much. I'm saying if she was buying the house under normal circumstances, she can ask, right?
Right. You can ask.
But they can say no. Marty, how many times have you gone out shopping for a home and they wouldn't meet your demands? It happens.
Yes, it happens, and I either don't buy, or we compromise, or those are my choice. Tom, I walked out of a house a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
I walked away.
You have to, at some point, You have to tell it. You have to tell it like it is, and
Right.
or you have to take action. Are you working on anything else, Marty?
No, that was the biggest case at the moment. Everything is either solved or just. But that's
All right.
it.
Well, thank you very much. Appreciate it very much. 303-713-TALK.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Red Pilled America.
Couple things in your way this afternoon. We do have an accident eastbound I-76 just after 104th. The left lane is blocked there, and slow speeds as you make your way up to that. And stop-and-go action southbound Pena between Tower Road and 56 due to an earlier wreck that's been cleared. Other than that, looks pretty good out there. I-25 moving at posted speeds both north and southbound from Thornton Parkway all the way into the Tech Center, and no issues on I-225 across Aurora either. Your Fox 31 pinpoint weather: sunny today, high near 90, mostly clear tonight, 60 for the low. Tomorrow pretty much the same as today. Wednesday, a good chance of rain and cooling down to 65. Right now, it's 87. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, Katie Mitchell, 630 KHOW.
Are you tired of the wokeness in every story you hear? Well, then you need to listen to Red Pilled America. Great stories, no wokeness. Listen to iHeartRadio's original storytelling show, Red Pilled America, on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's Red Pilled America.
I absolutely love real stem cell therapy, and they also do PRP. And I'm going to tell you something. I have been on a battle with stem cells because of all the phony clinics out there. Does Dr. Dean Jones ring a bell? Yeah, we tried to close him down. Stem Cell Institute of America, they're shut down. All of these people. And now, they have gone and run away, and some of them are hiding. But here's the point. I'm happy to welcome a real stem cell therapy clinic. They've been doing it for 10 years the right way, and I'm so happy. You don't have to go to a long, involved seminar. You don't have to be talked into it. They'll do a free phone consultation with a real doctor who has done stem cell therapy and will do it for you. It's a 3-hour procedure, no repeat visits or repeat injections. It's an outpatient basis, pain-free. And I'm telling you, it's something that you should consider. No rehabilitation, no mobilization. Let the stem cells work for you. Now, call for your free evaluation. It's a great alternative to surgery. DenverRegen.com, 833-STEM-GEN, 833-STEM-GEN. So I called Joe Lazara a little while ago. Actually, I texted him about this question we had about radar tickets and what people should do about these radar tickets, especially when you're not the driver. I should mention that Joe Lazara is our criminal expert, our criminal defense expert. He is a criminal defense attorney. I hope you never need him. He gives flat rate pricing on everything he does, and he gives you free initial consultations. If you need an attorney, Joe Lazara has been screened by us for more than 30 years. Don't shop when you're under pressure. Call him, 303-429-6200, whether it's a DUI, assault, or just something else where life has not gone perfectly. 303-429-6200. And I'll have more on what he said on testifying in court on a radar ticket right after this.
Imagine for a moment that this ad was bought autonomously. Welcome to
Hello? Hello? Yes, it is. Yes, fine. I guess you got my phone call about my hormones, testosterone. Yeah. Yeah. I'm taking a little over. It's 0.02. Yeah, 0.2, right? A little over it. I was doing 3. That was way too much. Then I went down to 2, and he said increase it a little. So that's the story there. Yes, yes. What's that? Yep, twice a week. Yes. Okay. No, not yet. I might need him, in a few weeks, but I'm fine right now. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, bye.
Kapla Show. Afternoons 4 to 6.
Monday at 4, you've got to love irony, right? A major poll of Colorado Latinos conducted by a pro-abortion group yields great news for GOP pro-life candidates across the state. Join me at 4.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, I have some interesting things to go over that I was hoping we'd get some time. Doc, do you know what a TENS unit is, right?
Of course.
Where they have the electrical current going through muscles. Well, researchers...
It stands for transepidural nerve stimulation.
Is that what it stands for?
Yeah.
I've often wondered what that stands for.
It's TENS.
Temporal? No. Trans?
Transepidural.
Okay. Through the skin. That's
nerve stimulation.
Okay, through the skin nerve stimulation. Okay, now, they have now made a helmet. See that? With these tiny TENS things on it. You can see it. Those listening, it looks like a helmet with a bunch of little dots on it, and from each dot comes a wire, and it goes to kind of like a TENS unit. But they have found through research that brain zapping, they're calling it, CAP, it's really just stimulation of this, it looks like the skull, right? Can boost memory for at least 1 month. Okay, it has lasting effects. Can you believe that? They say the technology could one day be used at home to enhance memory function. Now, people, listen to this, and basically help with dementia. I am not recommending you take your TENS unit and put it on your head. Do not do that. But this was from NBC News. Brain zapping CAP, they call it. It's a study participant, electrical brain stimulation. Isn't that something? And it was by Boston University did this. And I don't know how they did this, but they say that this CAP with embedded electrodes that deliver a small zaps to the brain. I don't know why they say the brain. I mean, can it get through to the brain from there?
That was going to be my question. When you use a TENS unit, it's on your skin, so it doesn't have to penetrate very deep. Whereas if it's on your skull, you have to go through, a quarter an inch or 3/8 of an inch of bone to get to the brain.
Yeah, but anyway, they're saying it gets to the brain. But anyway, and then, but here's, they're saying that they really have done this, and it's quite remarkable. One of the doctors said, quite remarkable. Memory dysfunction is a common comorbidity of neurological and psychiatric disease, and this has shown great improvements. Now, I'd like to read more about it, but I think that's pretty cool that research has shown that. And again, that's Boston University if you want to look it up, and you can probably Google brain zapping to find out more.
I wonder if it would work in old age when you tend to have some slight memory deficiencies. You know, my recall.
I think that's what they're saying.
My recall is not what it used to be 20 years ago.
Of course not. And what they're saying is stress has a lot to do with it, along with physical abnormalities because of the breakdown of our synapse. What does that mean? Do we actually have less neurotransmitters as we get older?
I would imagine so. I don't know the answer, but it seems
right.
Like
that's not your neurology's not your part. But in any case, I thought you'd be interested. Now, also by way of warning, okay. We have heard about and a lot of people are thinking about guns and ammunition this time of our lives. They really are. I mean, gun sales are at all-time highs, and people are going to need ammunition. And we're hearing a lot of bad stuff since this went out on a call. Mountain City Supply in Castle Rock, apparently, I'm not going to say they're lying, cheating ripoffs, but apparently they have crap loads. And they have a lot of complaints. I mean, a lot of complaints on Yelp. And they're right here in Castle Rock. And they do business all over the country. And it's called Mountain City Supply. And this one guy, Steve, made us hip to it by telling us about it. I mean, he said he had ordered some ammunition, didn't get it right away. They postponed delivery longer than they promised. He still hasn't gotten it. He went online and found all of these terrible reviews.
Yeah, I wouldn't be so worried about the delivery as I would about the squib rounds that he mentioned.
Yeah, those rounds are
unsealed, so they right.
Yeah. Anyway, we're out of time. Don't forget referralist.com for help, information, and referrals. And remember, save all your problems for me.
Follow Tom Martino at Real Tom Martino. And stay connected with all of us at 630 KHOW, KHOW.com, and on the iHeartRadio app. Leland Conway is next on Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.